You know, as I sit here and look at this Triceratops, it's quite a pretty Triceratops, I will admit it. It's very beautiful. You know, I don't know, it just reminds me of an elephant or a rhino. I think it's the coloration in the skin, perhaps, but I don't know. It's just pretty. So, welcome back, guys, to Jurassic World Evolution. I'm really excited about this. I hope y'all are enjoying it. I'm sorry that the first episode had a little bit of some kind of echo. Hopefully I can get that resolved. It should be resolved by this one. So, let's just dive right in. So, we need some money, and we need some Edmontosaurs, which are fun. Let's see, I don't have power to the ranger station, which makes me wonder... can I get... Yep, let's just do this. Okay, power problem resolved. But am I still making money? I am. Okay, have to check. So, yeah. We left off, excuse me, I just cannot speak. We left off, really working on the first science mission, and they want us to release a Triceratops with a 70% genome, and to research hookworms. So let's see, I can go ahead and research the hookworms, and can we go, yes, we can. So we can get that under. How much do we have of their genome? I think it was like in the 50s, 69%. Oh, so we're really close. Cool. Really, really close. Isn't that... You gotta admit, this game is absolutely beautiful. And a rainy day. I actually like rainy days myself. A lot of people don't. Alright. So we have 2 Triceratops, and I believe, is it 3 or 2? 2. We only have 2 Struthies. We might as well get another one, because that's about the only dinosaur we can afford at the moment. Let's see. So we're on Las Cinco Muertas, the 5 deaths. We're on Isla Matanceros. I about said Muerta, which is the second island. Isla Matanceros. Did I say... yeah, Las Cinco Muertas, excuse me, not Los. It's actually been a while since I took Spanish, but I don't speak it. I did not click. I'm not a language person, believe it or not. Alright, so we're back. We've got the hookworm. Now we just need that we're waiting on the expedition to come back, and we should be able to complete a good bit of this. We do need a little bit of money, though, before we can make another Triceratops, which is just fine. And we're ready to release the Struthie. You know, I don't think I ever get tired of that. Going down to get a drink of water. Do I need... No, I think 1 ground feeder's okay for now. But if anybody has any ideas for the names of these animals, I'm all ears. I am not good at coming up with names. So, if you notice in the niche series, I tend not to... I just tend to leave the default names, because I'm not very good at coming up with names. Let's see, we're making a little bit of a profit here. I wonder if we can... I don't like charging too much more, because I don't like cheating people. I don't like usury, so I try to make it reasonable, but at the same time you try to balance it with a profit. Let's see, okay. So let's get these Triceratops up and going. And now let's try to get a Carnivore. Oh dear, a Carnivore. You can tell my favorite dinosaurs on my brain. Apply a Ranger Team scheduling upgrade. Sure, why not? Ranger Team scheduling. Do we have that upgrade? We don't. We have to research it. Okay. That is not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just as soon as I get a little bit of money. Until then, we can't do a thing. But, oh look. We have a group meeting over here. It's a council meeting. Well, don't let me intrude. Apparently they didn't like me, I guess. Well, how rude. That's what my little cousin says all the time. Alright, so we're almost there. I think the DNA is probably done. We just need yes it is. We just need a little bit more money. We're close, just about a minute, and we should be able to meet this here. And that'll give us, I think, about 1 million. So then we can get a little bit more research done. I think this area will probably be the guest area here on this island. It's just centrally located. I'd rather it look a little bit more impressive, but at the moment we can't do much of anything yet because we don't have it unlocked, so we'll see. What are you doing? Sniffing. They are pretty. I like the stripes. I don't know, stripes just look good. Okay, we have enough. We can make our Triceratops. Boom. Alrighty. I don't think we have enough to research because I think it's a little bit higher, but we would need to get the Ranger right here. Yes, a little bit too high, but not too much more. Storage, let's see. We got some updates to the database, which are pretty neat. They give you a little bit of information on the dinosaurs. For instance, here's a fact. Now, of course, I've studied science, cellular biology, and zoology, as a matter of fact. I'm a big fan of dinosaurs, so I know a little bit about paleontology. And Admontosaur, although the skeleton doesn't have anything up on its head like this, there have been indentations of a comb-like structure, like on a chicken. I don't know how many of you have chickens. I have chickens. I have ducks too. And this is soft, fleshy tissue, so it doesn't preserve that well. So what we end up with is just an impression in the mud, which is pretty cool. Which you'll find a lot of evidence in the fossil record for being buried with water, basically sediment, and which, of course, I can get into about how that's an incredible proof for Noah's flood and so forth. But I'll probably make a video one day on all of that. But for now, let's take a look. Ceratosaurus, cool. We need to get them in because that'll get our attractions up a little bit. Let's see. Where can I put this restaurant? In my personal game, I put it over here. But I think I'm going to put it somewhere else. Maybe right in here. Maybe get rid of this lake, I think. Even though it is quite a beautiful lake, I think I'll get rid of it. Or at least most of it, and then fence this area in here. And I think that'll be good. And then this area you can build into, so I'll need to leave a little space. We're ready to bring out our dinosaur. And hopefully fulfill the first mission. I think that's all you can do for it. It's been a while since I've done the missions on the first island. Isn't that pretty with the sun just coming down behind it? Awesome. Oh dear. We gotta treat it for hookworms. Well, you know what? Tell you what, let's just do this ourselves. Because since this is the first time I've actually drove this on the episode.
It's time to treat it.
Pardon me?
What comes next? That's going to be on your hands as well.
Yes. Trying to provide an animal with the utmost veterinary care. And which this seems like a very crude way to do it, but when you're dealing with an animal that weighs approximately around 5 tons, and I am such a bad aim. Come here. I missed. Boonk. Gotcha. Alright. A little bit more. Come on, don't run. Good.
Nice work.
Alright, and we'll let them go back. Yes, we got the first mission down pat, which means we get some money, and we can get some things going. And probably we'll start working on the next mission, which I think it will do entertainment.
Pure strain dinosaur. This will definitely shift the paradigm.
What's interesting is...
Can't ignore this accomplishment. With your help, obviously. That goes without saying. But under my direction. I think we make a good team. Let's do this again. I'll let you know when.
I've witnessed Dr. do a flail and fail before. Now with you, she believes she is on her way. Does she really think she can accomplish what I have not?
You know, her idea about a pure strain dinosaur... The issue is, as the book, if you read the book, will mention, and the movie sort of mentioned a little bit, even recovering the DNA, it's got a lot of it's patchwork, guesswork, because there is gaps in DNA as far as if you try to get preserved, and but there is ways where you can actually try to get the purest strain possible by overlapping. But basically everything in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World really isn't pure in the sense that it's complete, because they did have to fill in gaps, but I think die-hard Jurassic Park fans definitely would know what I'm talking about. But That's an interesting genetic subject, as a matter of fact. They've been able to create hybrids in other animals quite a bit. I actually have a pet frog that has genes spliced into it. I believe probably from a jellyfish that makes it neon green. I'll have to put a picture up or something, but it does that. So let's try to get some things for the guests in, and then we'll work on a cage for the ceratosaur. So let's give them a gift shop, which we had earlier, but it was costing us a little bit. So we'll get that down. And then we'll begin working on the enclosure. Now, all we have at the moment is a light steel fence, which is a very interesting... and I can curve it, but for the moment, I'm just going to keep it straight, I think. We'll pretty much encircle the whole lake, but we're going to get rid of... Let's see if we can curve it a little bit. Curvy, curvy, curve. Oh, not that much of curve, huh? Yeah, that's probably my fault. I probably got it a little bit too... Come on. Come on. Come on, curve it around a little bit. Thank you. Okay, cool. Now, let's sap some of this water up. Just try to make it a nice little pond on one end. The rest of the area, I think the ceratosaur, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, likes a little bit more grassland. But it also likes a little bit of forest too. So what we need to do here is I'm actually going to put... Now I'm probably not going to do for every cage because just for how big this building is. But this cage probably does... Come on. I saw you turn blue. Okay, I saw you turn blue. Come here. Gotcha. Alright, cool. Let me make sure... Yes, you're connected. You'll need a path right here, which will curve around just a little bit. Oh, that's a little bit too curvy. A little bit too much of a... There we go. People can walk down this way. That's just... I don't know. I don't like the curve of that, but it'll be okay for now. I just don't like the curve. The way that looked. But that's okay. That is alright. And I think by this point I'll probably need another power station because we're getting a little heavy on the items we're running from these power stations, so we'll put one here. That'll maybe break this ugly path. Ugly path. Okay. I did not... Well, yeah, a little bit. Alright. Now we ran out of money. Yep, I should have known. I should have known. Okay. As soon as we get a little bit more money... which we can actually do by going ahead and applying this upgrade. I believe I got the right one. Did I get... No, it's Ranger scheduling. Okay, I did not get the right one. Very well. Since we have that... I don't know what... Okay, so here's what we'll do. I need to put in a viewing platform, which I think... Let's see, where do I need... I think right here. Can I put it in over here? I think I saw it turn blue just for half a second. Oh dear. That's a little tight. I mean, a little tight. But I think we can do it. I think... no, maybe not. Maybe we cannot. Okay, but I can do this. I can take the fence and just very gently curve it out just enough to where I can do that. And I think that's still... Ooh. Ooh. Dinosaurs on the loose. There we go. Okay. That should help. Yep. Let's see if I can just sort of curve you on around. Good. Cool. And you need power. Cool. Cool. I think we're set for the most part. Are we? It's a good question. I don't think we are. How about that? Still not enough? Okay then. My question is, are you really needing that much power? Seriously. Alrighty. It looks like for the time being, we won't have a viewing platform. Oops! Man, do I wish I had an undo button. That's a bad mistake. Okay, now what needs, let's see, we'll get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay, cool. So is it just this that needs... Oh, that's why. Oh, I'm so... Oh dear. A bunch of y'all are probably going to be screaming at me in the comments for doing something so silly. So silly. There we go. Oh, of course. Of course I would do something like that. Okay.
I'd strongly suggest you consider taking this contract.
Well, that's not a problem. I don't think, for the most part. Alrighty. So we'll sell this, extract that, send the expedition back out, and then we need research. What did I need to research? I need to research scheduling, I believe it was. Scheduling. Yes, it was. I don't have enough money. Okay, that's not a problem. I think I can go ahead and accept the mission because the security mission... Yeah, I can.
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. This is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
Yep.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Alright.
Okay, next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Alright, so we have everything, I believe, that he needs. Well, except for the research. I mean, let's see. Okay, you're going to be quite the penny. You're going to be quite the doozy to get. But we will need to get you. Let's go ahead and get this scheduling. I think we should. Just so we can go ahead and get that done. So we have 3 Triceratops, 3 Struthies. Thinking a Montosaurus probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but we need to incubate that. We need to reload speed for the ACU center, which we don't have, I don't believe. I think we had to research it. Thank you. Okay, so some of these are pretty high. Do I want to sell them? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Well, how much is that Montosaur? Come to think of it. That is not as high as the Ceratosaur, I will admit. So, I think if we focus on getting the Ceratosaurus, it would be a good idea. Primarily because it brings in so much attention, which I think will help boost us as far as money-wise right away. So let's see what to do. Oh, I know a good idea to get a little extra money. Oof, my terrible driving skills. Nothing like a bit of photography.
Beautiful.
Which, at this point, probably won't get us a whole lot. Mainly because we don't have that many. We'll have a penalty for taking a picture of the same species over and over. Let's see here. Yeah, there's nothing much to do at the moment until we get... See, I think we already got this... Nope, we got less than a minute to get the scheduling going. How much is the reload speed going to be? It's going to... Well, we can actually go ahead and do it as soon as this one gets done. Alright, and then we can get an Edmontosaur and go ahead and get that going. Which I really want to focus on the Ceratosaurus, but we might need the money from this operation in order to do so. So we might as well focus on that really quickly. Let's see. 209. Can I almost? You're almost there. Almost there. Cool. Good, we can do that. Sell this. Extract these two. And then we need to give them the, I think it was scheduling. Yes. Okay.
From where I'm standing, that's job done.
Cool, we have a little bit of money. Just a smidgen.
Without exceptional security, nothing else here would be possible. That's our mandate. And on Isla Matanceros, you're showing the rest of us how it's done. You're deserving of this reward.
Oh, well. Okay, so the research is complete, and we will give that to them, a reload speed. Now we just need an Edmontosaur. Now, I think eventually I want to move them from this cage, probably into another cage. We'll go ahead and get two of them. But let's see, just because I don't know, I think Triceratops and Struthiomimus would be great in this cage. This will be the Ceratosaur, and then like maybe right here could be the Edmontosaurs. Just to sort of break them up a little bit instead of shoving them all in one cage. I mean, they'll get along just fine in here, but I don't know, just sort of the organizational aspect of it, I think. Okay, and that's quite the hill. I need to flatten that, or at least build the main area right here for the guests. Make sure they don't have to walk up almost a vertical cliff. Okay, so you failed, which is unfortunate because I don't have enough money to get another one of you, but that's okay. See, the expedition center is still here, so I need it to go back out, which used up every last bit of my money, but that's okay. How's the feeder? Feeder is okay.
Like us, different dinosaurs require different diets. Make sure to place the correct type of feeder in an enclosure. I'm a red meat man myself.
Okie doke. So we're just waiting on the Edmontosaur, and I think we should be ready to go ahead and get this mission knocked out, and then that will leave us with the entertainment mission. Now there is things that we can unlock: Crichtonsaurus, Sinoceratops, and then some other things here. Okay, here we go. Let's release our first Edmontosaur, which I believe were first discovered in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong about that, though. I have to check.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid.
Please go out before the others do.
And see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
My dear, you can go straight out the door. Thank you.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Okay, so please don't stomp on any of my guests, please, or my workers. Watch out for the scientist. Run, people, run. For a herbivore, you sure do have a murderous look in your eye, my dear.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Oh dear, I think it's gonna end up probably stomping on somebody. But they're not firing that well, so I thought I'd take it.
Contact confirmed.
I missed again. Come on, I am so bad with this thing. That should have been a hit. Come on, people. Gotcha. And she's down. Atta girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had to subject you to that, my dear. Okie dokie, let's see. Coprolite, which is fossilized dinosaur poo, actually. Triceratops, fantastic. Edmontosaur, fantastic. Where is these? Over here in Spain. There we go. As soon as you're back in, I think to cap off this episode, I think what we'll do is we'll complete this mission and incubate our Ceratosaur. And I think that's where we will end it, probably releasing the Ceratosaur into her enclosure. And I don't have enough money. Oh dear, no money at all.
Asset being transported.
You know, as I watch them do this, I always wonder how uncomfortable it would be to hang from a secured harness, especially for an animal that weighs a couple tons. I think a lot of the medium-sized dinosaurs weighed somewhere between 5 to 10 tons.
We don't always get offers like this. Consider it carefully.
We need to keep looking for other dinosaurs we may be able to domesticate. Well, more accurately, put on the road to domestication. The way we'll be able to control them is by letting them control themselves, their natural hierarchy. That means we need more samples. This expedition can help.
Alright, so we got this mission completed, which is the second mission on this island, the first for the security team. So now we have enough, and we'll go ahead and get the Ceratosaur up and going.
True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
So it'll probably take a good 5 minutes for the Ceratosaur to incubate, and in that time, maybe we can get a little more research done. I'm hoping. So, fossils. So more on the Ceratosaur, we'll sell this. Cool. Let's see, we'll go ahead and get some more ceratosaurs, and we'll open up this modification so we can get the hotel. I mean the clothes shop. I don't know why I said hotel. Might as well. Might as well. So our income's gone up a little. Not a whole lot, but just enough. And since this island's relatively peaceful, I think these two shelters should be fine. I don't really think we'll need many more. Or we shouldn't. Okay, come on. Okay, so we got the clothes shop researched. How much is it? Probably way too much for me to buy at the moment. Actually, it is not, which surprises me. What? Can we put it kind of like right here? Yeah, cool. And now we are down to only $20,000, which to me sounds fantastic. If somebody gave me $20,000 today, I would be happy. But in this game, it's like pennies, honestly. Now, if you notice, sometimes the guests will hold hands, but I haven't seen it lately. Clothes shop, let's make it to where we get a profit. Dino onesie. Okay, so it sells for 20, we buy it for 20, well, let's make a profit of $10. I don't think that's too outside of the realm of possibility, but we'll see. Come on, big girl. Actually, she's relatively small in comparison to some of the other dinosaurs. How is everybody doing over here? Good, good. You look fine. I don't think you stomped anybody, so thank you. Let's see, could I incubate another one? No, I don't have enough money. About $7,000 short. So close. So close yet so far away. So let's see the research. What can we do? So we can do some genetics research, which might not be a bad idea. Let's see, let's electrified fences. We got all those upgrades. Let's go ahead and get this one. So we'll sell this, extract the DNA for the ceratosaur. Almost. Okay. So this will be it for the episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Jurassic World Evolution. I know that I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy our new carnivore. So let's take a look. Alright, guys. Y'all have a good day.
This time, a ceratosaurus.
Bye.
There are distinctive spines that run down its back, and a bladed horn on its head.